What up, though? Says Odari. Hey, everybody. How you doing today? This is DTM, Delta Tango Mike. Find me anywhere on the internet under Delta Tango Mike. And big ups to Pixie Pew for the stream. We just finished watching. It's amazing. I got to get my animation skills up. Get your weight up. What's up to everybody already joining us in the chat with the homie Sam Peterson in the house? What's up? What's up to Rob, Pixie Pew, of course. Drop in the comments in the chat. Appreciate you. RB, what up, though? I did see, oh, you know what? It was RB who said it, what up, though? I thought it was Odari. Where Misty in the house. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping through. And Gareth, of course. Garrett. Thank you all for being here. Yes, Pixie Pew, I'm going to get my skills up. Maybe this holiday I have enough time. Santa might give me extra time in the day so I can animate. Let's jump right on in, everybody. This is DTM. Like I said, I am here for sketch to vector. That means that we work on a sketch, or I work on a sketch, and then you come on in and help me vector or vector your own version of it. So I want you to do is check out the link under my video right here. Check the link there. That takes you to my profile page. And if you check the second project in here in Behance, you'll notice that it says sketch to vector, and you can scroll down, or actually before even scrolling down, before clicking on it, if you're on the browser, there'll be a little window in the top left corner of this thumbnail where you can click on and or hover, and you can download all the sketches. And there goes Sam. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. There's the Behance link and the Instagram. Of course, you can find me anywhere on the DeltaTangoMike, but I like to connect with artists. I only follow artists. Yeah, I don't know anybody from high school. I don't know none of those people. I only follow artists, so come on through. In any case, so go to behance.net/the creative genius. Click on that project, sketch to vector, and as you can see, here's the top, the first three sketches from the sketch to vector series. And if you scroll all the way down, you'll get to see the sketch that we're working with today. There he goes. It's Predator, and we'll talk about that in a second, but there goes the sketch. You can download this and start working on your vector version. And if you're one of those overachievers, then go ahead and you can download the sketch. There we go, it's right there, for the next sketch to vector, which will be in a couple of weeks. There we go. Bam. So yes, come on through, check out the Behance and download the sketches. All right, so let's get right into it, right? Here we go. Adobe Fresco. What I like about Adobe Fresco is that it gives me the tools to start a sketch, very rough, very easy, and a ton of digital pencil options, especially ever so often. I think it's every season almost. Kyle T. Webster is dropping new brushes for us to use and draw with. So it's an amazing app. All right, so let's get started. What happened? Why is this piece called I Love to Draw Pumpkins? And that's because Predator, he's a Preda artist, and his sketchbook has a little pumpkin right there. Look at that. He's been hanging out and getting ready for Halloween. It just passed, but it was a month ago, when I started to draw in this drawing here. And it's like, oh, let's put a pumpkin on the sketchbook. So let's do that. And so I did a traditional pencil and then ink drawing. And as I was looking at that, I was like, wait a minute, let's do the digital version. So let's go ahead and turn on my layer, where boom, I used that scratchy pencil. I love the look and feel of some of these pencils. They look very rough, and that's because, and I like that because in traditional art, sometimes the same pencil will draw differently depending on the paper. And I really love cold press, thick, toothy pencil. I had to think about all the different things of why I like cold press thick paper. And so it leaves, when you draw with the pencil, it leaves a lot of texture. You can see the texture of the paper in the way it draws. So yes, that is why I like some of these sketching tools in Fresco. Not only, and so that's one of the reasons why I like Fresco, right? You get to sketch it right away, boom, boom, boom. There goes the scratchy pencil. But then once you have, and let's go ahead and get rid of that right there. Once you have the sketch of the artwork that you like, now comes the part that I enjoy really, really well, because it kind of feels like I'm using a marker, but it's a vector brush. So it's a third icon on the top left corner. Boom. Oh yes, Ross says cold press arches design is my favorite paper. Nice. I need to check that out. I don't keep track. I have a lot of paper that I collect, and Canson is one of the main papers. Strathmore is the ones that I have. But I also find this cool paper wherever I can. Man, I just grab it. It's like, yes, if this paper is toothy, I want it. So one of my favorite things about vector brushes, and there's the vector brushes there on the left, and let's just check the favorites and the recents, is that when you're drawing, it feels like and it reacts like digital, like ink, right, on paper. And so kind of sometimes it spreads, and you have to practice enough to get that spreading on the digital canvas to do what you want it to do. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes not enough. So let's go quick example here. Let's go with a layer there. And so when you're using the basic taper, there it goes. It does it writes and it leaves a mark. But this is, I've already edited this brush. Like I already made some changes to it. So let's go check that out. Over here in the bottom left corner, you can check what the brush settings are like, and I have the velocity dynamics turned off. The reason why I don't like using velocity dynamics is because when I'm a fast drawer, because when I'm drawing fast, look, you get that thin line, and that's like ink, right? So if you draw too fast with a brush, so the ink does not have enough contact with the paper to leave a good, clean, solid mark. Instead, it leaves a thin line, and that may be what you want at that time. But because I'm a fast drawer, I really want these clean, smooth lines. But I'm a fast drawer, and so sometimes I get these super thin lines. And I was like, no, 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 no. So let's turn off velocity dynamics. Another thing I like to pay attention to is my pressure dynamics. When the higher it is, then the more variation there is in your line. And I actually want full control of all the lines. So what? Even if I'm going slow or fast, I don't want to have to push the pen too hard on the screen to get the line weight that I want. And then the last thing I like to pay attention to is the taper. Sometimes I do mess with that taper, because when you're drawing with ink and using an ink brush, at the end of your stroke, you get those little corners right there. I like those corners. It makes me feel like it's traditional. You got to have fun with your drawing, okay? I think that's the important point that I want to make. Sam has a question. Do you feel like the sketch phase of your vector line phase is more time consuming? Yes. And so okay. Let's be honest. Yes, you need more sketching phases to get a better final drawing, whether it's in vector or anything else. What's up, Sean? Thank you for stopping through. And so in here, what I did, this is an example of where the drawing I think is cute, but there's a lot of problems with it. There's a lot of problems with this drawing, especially because in the beginning, it was a very quick, rough sketch in blue pencil, and then another sketch with black pencil, and then bam, right into the inking. So there's a lot of errors here. First things first, let's talk about what's wrong with this. There's you can see the top of the head right here, right? So the line is going down this way. The angle of the head, which is okay because a lot of the stuff starts to go this way. But then here we have a straight ahead shoulders. So like the head is kind of like this, but the shoulders like that. And then of course we got the feet like this, and so we got a straight line here, and then not a straight line down there for the front foot. So this foot has of an angle. This one is flat. The shoulders are crooked. The head is tilted like you're looking from above. And so there's a whole lot of things that are wrong with this drawing. So if we were to take our time with the sketches, you may be able to correct those things and little by little get to the point where the drawing is ready, the details are ready, and bam, here comes the inking. Now, of course, I did not let that stop me from having fun with this drawing, because who does not love Predator? The Predator. Who doesn't? Everybody likes the Predator. And that's right, I meant to make a sticker out of this. Well, after today, I'll have the digital file to make that sticker. So here it is. I have the drawing. I turned down the opacity on this layer. And so I did clean up a little of my mistakes from the traditional drawing since I started working it in Fresco. I did clean up some of the things that I thought were not that needed help. But I don't like how these fingers are here. Let me turn it on and clear. I don't like the way these fingers came out right here versus it looks like I'm missing a finger back here, which is okay because I can fix that. But there's a few things that are a little bit off. I did draw a pencil there or a marker, but I don't like the way the weapon looks. And there's a few things that I was thinking, you know what? And these toes, I know they're supposed to be like talons, these nails or something, but it's like, so I don't know. In any case, let's turn down the opacity. Here we go. Boom. And then first things first, let's go like this. Let's turn this on and then go like that. And just turn off all of these layers. Now, one thing I did, and this kind of touches on what Sam was asking, is that is all the sketching make my vector that much easier? It actually does a couple of things. One, what I just explained. The second one is that you also get to practice your lines a lot. When you do a sketch so many times over, then by the time you get to the vector, you have studied that line 3 or 4 times to the point that when it's time for the vector, you're already sure you know exactly where your line is gonna go. Kind of like tattooing. When I was doing tattoos many years ago, that was the thing. You sat down, you talked to the client, they tell you what they want, you do a sketch, you do a drawing, then you do a tracing of it one more time, and then one more tracing to clean up the lines, and then you're ready for the stencil. And so by the time you see the tattoo and you're ready to do the tattoo on the skin, you already used to those lines. You've seen those lines, you know exactly where each line is gonna go, where you're gonna put in the shadow, and so on. So yes, practice is part of the process. Paloma, what's up? Paloma says, I like that the alien is holding a pumpkin sketch. Yes, that's right. Misty, what's up? And I see SLP Price. Welcome to the stream. All right, so first things first, what I like to do is start with whatever part of the body is going to be easy for me. And I don't know. Oh, yes, I did move the head. So I did this quick sketch. And one thing that I do a lot with, even with the vector, one thing I do a lot with my drawings, even if it is a vector, is that I am going to make a new layer for different parts of the drawing. Because, so let's say I want to work on the shoulder. So here goes the shoulder. Boom. If I decide later that, you know what, I want to make this shoulder piece bigger, then that shoulder piece is in a different layer. And as I make adjustments on the shoulder piece, it will not mess with the head, right? So little by little, I start making new and new layers. So let's turn that off. So I did the head, then I moved on to parts of the jaw right here. There you go. And one thing I did was with this drawing is that I fixed the angle of the head. Let's go get that sketch. Let's go move that sketch real quick. Boom, bam. And move it over there. And there it goes right there. Boom. Yes, continue. So when you're looking at this angle of the head, you can see that the eyes are kind of even, but then the head is kind of like this. And then this mouth is even. And then I didn't give it enough angles. I did not follow the angles. So with the new head, I did. I went ahead and made sure that I was working on the different parts of the face and made them match up. That's the beauty of digital. I'm very much a traditional artist, and I just finished a couple of paintings the last couple of weeks, and they're amazing. And but when you're painting or drawing and inking, there'll be some moments when you're like, I wish I could take this back. And that's how it is when it. That's the great thing about digital is that if you need to undo something, erase it, delete it, you can do that. All right, so here we go. What is next? The shoulder and the arm. So here I made it all one piece. I drew the each bit out little by little, and I can still come in. Now I did use the G pen. I like the G pen a lot, and that's what I was using as my inking, quote and unquote inking. Which reminds me, I also need to do the little spotting. The skin of the predator aliens does have like spots, so I can't forget the spots. Don't let me forget the spots. I did make the gear a little bit smoother and rounder than it normally is, but there we go. Look. What I like about vector line work is that when you have a line that crosses over like this, then you can double tap your touch modifier and then tap it one more time so that the blue circle that's on the outside, and then you can touch a line that crosses over and it will delete one side of that crossed line. So in this case, if I wanted to add, like I just did right now, a little buckle, then it's really easy to just go ahead and go like this. Look, boom, bam. All right, so now I just made these lines. There's the lines going right here, like that, right there. Double tap the touch modifier, tap it again, and then boom, look. Bam, that's cool. Yes, I start adding little details. I can go crazy with the details, so, try to see if you can make those adjustments that you want without going too far. Because here it goes. That's it. It's starting to get busy out here. Get busy, yo. Boom. I went over on that line right there. No problem. Get that double tap. Shoom, gone. See that? I like it. Just do a little bit of details here. Boom. Do another. Just like that. Yes. And I just make up my own stuff. And sometimes I will look online, look for some of the images that I can find on the internet. Bam. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So right now, I get excited. I don't know about you. I get excited when I draw something. It's like, yeah, that was good. I wanted that. That's how I wanted that. Let's go like this. Let's go like that. And then like that. Boom. Bam. There it is. Let's fix it. Let's go. So, I like drawing robotic and futuristic stuff and gear, but I'm not so good at it. And I feel like I could be better. And I admire other artists who are good at it. And it's like, dang, that just came out smooth. So, anyways, I do what I can, make it happen, and then see how it rolls. So let me double check that I didn't miss anything. I think we're good. Okay, cool. All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome to the stream. Most of the conversations are happening on Behance. So come and join us on Behance. But if you're on Behance, don't forget that you can join us on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as Adobe Live, and bam, hang out with us wherever you are. All right, so this is enough, some details here on this hand. What I really like to do is the bomb, because there's they have a bomb in there. That's what I'd say. That's what that is. So then right here, what we need to do is like the buttons. I'm a fan of the Predator franchise. So I tried. Let me see if I can get that. Yes, it did work. It worked. So I try to fit the things that you see in the movies. Let's go like that. Just just do a little bit of details, not so much. There we go. That's cool, cool, cool. And then some circles. Bam. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Nice, nice. Okay, there's the arm. Keep it rolling because we only have 1 hour. Now, if I had like 3 hours for my normal streams, then we'd be here forever, which is cool. But we got 1 hour right now, so I'm just adding a few details here and there. And now, if you want one of those longer streams, I stream every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. Except for this Wednesday, I am going to be a guest in a different show. And so if you want to hang out and watch that show, see that show on Wednesday, come on through the Discord. We do have a Discord. All right, so I'm just adding a couple of details here and there, and I have to do the spots. All right, I have to do the spots. What? Bomb. I said a bomb. Misty, you're funny. You're so funny. All right, let's see. Here we go. So next, boom. So right now, this I'm kind of touching up on a lot of different layers that I've already done some drawings on, and here's the full piece. Boom. One thing I forgot to do is draw the pumpkin. So let's go ahead and draw the pumpkin and actually make a new layer. That way I can do whatever I want and not bother. Boom. There we go. Let's go like this. No. Let's go like that. Like that. Boom. There we go. Yeah, I like that. All right, so now let's go ahead and make the face. Boom. And then let's go like this. All right. Look, I can do some teeth. Bam, watch this. Double tap it again, then get rid of that line right there. Boom. Okay, hold on. Let's do some eyes. Like that. Do that part again. Boom, bam, 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 bam. There we go. Yes. Yes. Just a couple extra lines here. Maybe go like this. Okay. I don't like the way this line ends right there, so let's take it off. Let's shave it a little bit. Shave it a little bit. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right. So now we have a pumpkin, and if I want to adjust the pumpkin, but I don't want to move anything else, that's why I draw things in separate layers so that then I can just grab the move tool and then make adjustment on the pumpkin. Maybe even go like that. Hit done and turn down the opacity. So it's kind of like a drawing on there, which reminds me of the other part that I need to do. And I'm going to check the comments. Let me see what happened. Boom. Check out DTM streams on Behance. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Do you have any rule of thumbs for line weight? Yes. And I'm not following much of that right now just yet because I still have ways to go. But yes, Steve says, I like that this alien is artistic. That's right. Thank you, Rob. So the rule of thumb is that the further in front something is, the thicker the outline it should have. And the outside edges of the drawing should always have a thicker outline. And so what I like to do is get to a point where everything is in the drawing, and then I will go ahead and make a new layer, and then this new layer is where I throw in extra outlines. And so also another rule about the outlines is that the lower outlines of like the arm, if you're looking at this here, and this outline here should be thicker than the outline on the top because it has less light, right? So it's brighter on the top and darker on the bottom, and so that adds to the line weight. So here you go. Look, here's an example. So this is the edge of the cheek. Boom. And I am on the iPad Pro right now, drawn on the iPad Pro. So it's a very small screen, so it's real quick. It's real easy to just quickly make some adjustments. Boom. Bam. So the line, see, the thicker I make that outline on the jaw, on the top part of the teeth, then the stronger it looks. Boom. There's a thicker outline right here. Boom. Look. But on the eye, let's go like this. Boom. So then that makes it more dramatic also. Bam. Oh, he's mean. I'll make a thickness right here. Let's fix that. Make it better. Yeah. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. Don't go too crazy. Yeah. And then maybe a little bit of here. Got it. Got the eyes. And let's do this side. And go like this. Boom. He's mean. He's bad. Okay, so let's turn that outline off, the sketch off, and then back in here. Now, one thing I am going to jump in and do, and this is going to be a different layer, and I'm going to turn down the opacity, and then jump in and start doing some spots, you know. Boom, bam. So it's the same color, the same brush. It's just a different layer, and I turned the opacity down. You see that? Look. Okay. Let's go like that right there. Bam. Resistance is futile, says Steve. Hey, worlds could collide. That would be nice. Predator. Yeah. Yes. On the Enterprise, man. Yes. No sé quién habla portugués. ¿Alguien habla portugués por aquí? Guillermo está preguntando. Let's see. Predators don't like blood with a high Scotch content. He's mean, but a softie. That's right, Penny. You got it. Some eyelashes. We need to have some female predators, Misty. That's right. That's going to be your job. You're going to help us draw some of those. All right. Oh, like when Bugs Bunny dresses up. All right. So let's see. Let's move on through, right? Boom. Now, what I am going to do today is make sure that we have a semi-finished drawing, because, you know, I like to talk a lot, and we only have an hour. But I want to encourage you to check out the finished artwork either on my Instagram or on the Behance project, where I upload all the artwork. Now, one thing I am missing here, and let's look at the original drawing. There is a right forearm behind the body. So now we need to, let me see, this is the outline. This is the pumpkin. So let's do it right here. Let's do it, above that layer right here, and add the arm. Look at that. That's it. There it is. That's it. Let's go like that. Now, of course, this is what I love about using different layers, that when you're drawing and you have to do something like what I'm doing right now, you're kind of like, oh man, you know, what if I draw a line over this right here, then I have to sit here and clean up the edges and hopefully not mess up the lines that were already there, so that I can clean up the lines of what I just did. But look, I don't have to worry about that. If I just grab the eraser, then I start erasing right here, none of the lines from the sketchbook will be bothered, or the chests are going to be bothered, because they're on a different layer. Oh, snap. Boom. All right. So what do we do here? Let me see. Let me think. What are we going to do? We're going to now we're going to get the vector brush, double tap our circle, boom, touch modifier, make sure that our blue circle here, bam, and then let's touch on that right there. Good. Touch on this one. Nice. There it is. Oh, touch on that one right there. Boom. There's the other forearm. Yes, just like that. And there's something going on right there. Let me fix that. Let's fix that. We'll fix that in a little bit. Boom. There we go. We got the other forearm. There goes the hand. It's not an orphan out there. And let's see who's that. Steve says, Miss Odari says layers are free. Steve, so we say that layers are free because Mexifunk said that layers are free. So Mexifunk is the artist who originated that phrase, but it's true. It is true. Misty says you can change the book cover for different holidays. That's right. Yes, I can, because now it's Christmas time, isn't it? No, 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 no. It's Thanksgiving. Forget about don't forget about Thanksgiving. Yes, that is correct. We can do that. So just a quick little line right here, and that gives that arm, the finger, the edge of the finger on the thumb dimension in your drawing. Bam, there it goes. Okay, okay, so this is good. Let me go back to my spots. So Mexifunk is an amazing artist. I think he had a session at Adobe Max this year. And I know last year he's been making art for HP. So hit me up, Mexifunk. His name is Orlando Arocena. And I came across his artwork many years ago when opening Adobe Illustrator, and his art was in this in the splash page. It's amazing. Mexifunk is the Hispanic Tony Stark, says Steve. Thank you, Sam, for the link. Yes, yes, yes. And I saw Mexifunk's interview with Chris Doe a few years ago, and that's when Mexifunk said that. I was like, what? Yeah, yeah. Mexifunk got skills. That's an artist you want to hang out with for a couple hours. All right, so there we go. Gotta have the spots. It's got spots, or it's got dots. My quote is, "It's got dots." There we go. So all this is gonna matter later, but right now we just gotta do a lot of it. You know what? Let's make him less like a hoof and more like a circle. Bam, just go in. And it's the same color. I'm keeping everything monochromatic right now, because otherwise we would need 3 hours to do this drawing. Somebody tell Adobe Live, say, hey, Dan needs 3 hours every time he's live. Or 3 streams a week. How about that? Here we go. Because the drawings, man, the drawings demand it. All right, there it goes. All right, there it is. Are those H spots? Come on, Misty. They're warriors. They don't have H spots. That's how they're born. And D, what's up? D7 Nate's in the house. D7 Nate's. Sam Peterson is asking, do you ever make brushes for textures? You know, I do not. And I need to start making more. I should think about that. I should think about it, because, like in this case here, this could have been a brush, right? Just like, yeah, you know, when it comes to some apps, I will play around with the brushes because I can. But as a vector artist, you know, I don't know, you know. We should always try to automate as much as we can so that our workflow is constantly creating. But there's something about vector art where everything that's in the drawing, you did it on purpose. You know, it was not an accident. It wasn't a scribble scrabble. It was like, actually, I wanted to draw something very specific. Actually, I want something to be in this part of the drawing right here at this spot because I said so. And so when I think of vector art, I think about, what's the word? Being on purpose. You know, something is on purpose. I drew it on purpose. This is why I did it this way. All right, so we got the spots. Thank you for the question, Sam. And let's go ahead and outline a little bit more some of these areas. There we go. Bam. And I just noticed I'm running out of time already. This is crazy. Boom. Well, there we go. Yeah. That could be better. Let's fix it. There we go, like this. Look. Bam. And I need to remember my own advice. Draw your lines with the natural movement of your hand. Yes, intentional. It's more intentional and than painterly style. Correct. There you go, Sam. You got the words. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Intentional. I'm gonna remember that next time. I'm gonna use that on my stream next time. It's intentional. I meant to do it that way. Boom. I don't know. That's not the right line. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, let's just take it like that. That's it. Boom. All right. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and make the line weights here a little thicker. And I turn off the velocity. I turned them off because I want my lines to be the exact same way I want my lines to be to come out when based on the pressure. I want them to be the thickness that I want based on the pressure and not the speed, because I kind of draw very fast. Right now I'm being slow because I want these lines to look right. There we go. Yeah. Boom. Bam. There we go. And let's close some of these shapes. I don't have to, but it's okay if I. And then maybe a little bit of little bit of wrinkles. There we go. A little bit of some extras. There you go. Yeah. Oh, don't get me started on details, cause I'll go crazy. We only got so much time. All right. Let's do this hand, and then we're done. Moving on to the next thing. Boom. There you go. Yes. And I've been meaning to draw art with less lines. I want to get better at no outline art. I'm going to get there one day. We all have creative goals. There we go. That's good. I like that line. Let's go there. Boom. Got it. Let's fix this edge. There we go. Yeah. See, now that arm kind of stands out away from the sketchbook. Let's get this. Okay, so here's some secrets to my shading. All right, vector shading. Let me go ahead and save this. In the next stream, DTM will show us how to sublimate this design on a shirt. You got to catch up with me on my streams, because definitely that's on my to-do list. Yes, Misty. Okay, so far now this is good. We're gonna keep it rolling. I am going to talk about my shading. So here's where I start with a lot of my shading. Is sometimes I build up, sometimes I take away. Either direction that you want to go in is fine, but you want to find the process that works for you. And so what works for me is I sit here and I shade in all these different areas, right? And shade in some areas. So let's go ahead and shade in this here. And I decide what is the purpose of the shading. Is this I have like sometimes 3 types of shading. So this is the darkest. I'm choosing to do the darkest. If and look, it's the same color. Look, you see that? Boom. But I start shading and then I turn down the opacity and say this is gonna be my darkest shadow right here. Shadow. Let's turn it up a little bit. Yeah. Let's go like that. Yeah, look at that. Yes, sir. Let's do a little bit of shadow there. Got it. A little bit of shadow here. Now I do want to think about where my light source is. And my light source is really mostly like in the front of the character. And but right now for my darkest shadow, throwing shade, says Sam. That's right. For the darkest shadow, I'm not looking for the light source just yet. The darkest shadow is really gonna help me uh, separate the drawing, so the back is separated from the shoulder. Okay, the middle of the in between the braids or whatever is there's separation now. The hair or braids or whatever the hair is, it creates separation from the face. Okay, so that's what I'm going for. You want to figure out where are gonna be the darkest shadows. That no matter how much light there is gonna be a difference. There's gonna be a difference. And so, but then there's some parts where you see little bends and cuts and crevices, and then like that deserves a little bit of shadow there. There you go. Boom. There it is. Yeah, boy. What's up? He looks mean. Look. Okay, let's go like this. Look. There we go. I want to make the noise of the predator, but I won't be able to do it right. It sounds like some bugs outside. It's not right. I know. I'm sorry. Okay. There we go. Boom. So then the next layer. So what I like to do is start working on a next layer where it's going to actually now reflect some of the shadows opposite of our light source. And so instead of starting a new layer and starting to shade again, what I like to do is duplicate this layer. And so let me turn on this layer. And this is a layer that is a duplicate of the first darkest layer. But now it's a duplicate. There it is. And now I am looking for shadows. Now we're doing shadows. Boom. And so here there's some shadows here. There's a shadow under the edge of the foot cover, whatever that armor is. Now there's some shadow here inside of that strap. I'm using the shadow to add some details to the nails. I can add some shadow to add details of the mesh that the predator wears. I can then even go in here like this. Boom. Just kind of add extra details, right? So let's go ahead and add a detail here. Boom. I added details on the knuckles because they're under. So there's so this is the under shadows. Thunder, not thunder, but under. Sound effects. Yes, Pixie Pew, you gotta have sound effects when you're drawing. Sometimes we need to have the Apple Pencil make the sound effects. And so this is helpful when you are adding these shadows, because now you are starting to break down the character into where's the light. See, this is under. This is the under of the forearm right here, under. And then on the top is the light. See, the top is the light. The top is the light. I can even go a little bit thicker right here. But I need to also remember that there is a darkest shadow, and that needs to be like right here. Let's go like, let's do it again. Like that, right there. There we go. Yeah. There it is. Okay. That's cool. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. Don't go too crazy. Oh, no. And there's one. Actually, you know what? Not there. No. I just remember where I want that. I want it back here. So there's a separation between the forearm and the bicep. There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, boy. Look at that. So the key is not to get left with wondering like, where I need to do this part of the shadow darker and this part of the shadow lighter. And no. Let's go ahead and put things in different layers. So then if it's too dark, you can say, let's turn it down. Let's turn it down. So, oh, that went all the way up. Turn it down some, or maybe turn this one up. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. So then now we're going to do, let me see. Not quite there yet. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more. There it is. Let's add to the lip. He got the nasty lips. Yeah. That was all right. That looks good. You know, before Fresco, we had to use make it dynamic. Yes, right. CPU. The snarl lip. Yes. um, Before in Illustrator, you had to sit there and do the anchor point here, the anchor point there. You know, have the click and drag, click and drag, so you can get those pointy shapes. Nah, not here. Here you just draw them, and this is what I really like about Fresco, is that I can just sit here and draw this out. Boom. I like it. I like it. Okay. I'm trying to think about where else should I add more, but let's go like this. There we go. Yes. That's good. There goes the pencil. Okay. All right. Because I can go crazy with the details. I'm trying to do better with less details, but I can't help it. It's my nature. Okay. Last layer is of the shadows is going to also be a duplicate of the second layer. So right now we have the duplicate 2, which is the under shadows. So now duplicate layer again, and this last one is going to be the detail shadows. Boom. So now we can look in here and say, let's go like this. You know what? Let's go like this. You see that? Oh, brand new flavor in your ear. There we go. Like the earring, you know. Yes. So now I can go fill this in right here. You see? So even the shadow on the part of the face that's further from you, it still has detail. It's not just blocked out. So now I can kind of go like that. Go like this. I don't know what the sounds the Predator's making. There we go. I still haven't seen that one Predator movie that's only on some streaming service that I can't watch because we don't have it. And now I can go like this. Look, boom. Look at this right here. Oh my gosh. Boom. Oh my god. Oh, I don't need my glasses to know that looks good. Oh my god. I'm telling you. Yes. And you see all of that adds up. Okay, this is the teeth. So this is the under teeth right there. Look, all this can get a little dark. Boom. Yes. Now, if I had started this with color, I'd already be mad because, all the different colors and so on. So some of these teeth. And if you really, really want to get funky, you should use the eraser too. Boom. Bam. And let's do the eye. And you know what I didn't do for the eye is the other layer. There we go. Bam. Oh my gosh, fill that in right there. Whew, I don't know about you. This is super cool. I like it. All right. So now what I want you to try is to download any one of the sketches, draw on it with the vector brush, Just go ahead. And if you just want to trace it, start with that. And then come through one of my streams. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you got. And we can finish it together. There we go. Let's go here. There we go. And this has to all be wavy, which is cool. You don't have to be a perfect artist to draw perfect shadows. Just make it. But come on through. Show me what you're working on. And I can give you some extra tips. And then you can have your own version of your own drawing. And there's We'll make sketch number 4, and we still have one more left, and that one's gonna be complicated. Oh my god, I got some ideas about how I want to do it. Let me see. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go like that. Bam! It's cool how quickly it comes together to look finished with the levers of shading. Yes, thank you, Sam. That's right. That's right. Boom. Look at that. Man. Oh, man. Let's do the eye. The eye. This is, once I learned this trick, it's like, wow, that makes sense. Like, even the eye should have a shadow because, these are thick eyebrows and stuff. If you're a monster, your eyebrows are thick. Or maybe if you're human too, some of your eyebrows are thick too. Mine, I didn't get that blessing. I do like, eyes that are kind of deep. Deep set eyes? Yeah, those are cool. Mine are normal, regular. Mine are just regular. All right, let me go right there, right there. Do you ever pay attention to people's faces? Like, oh my God, this is a cool character right there. You could be a drawing. You could be a superhero on a comic book. I don't think people really. I don't know. Do you think of yourself like that? I do. I think of myself that way. I do. All right. Boom. Here we go. Look. Some shading. Yes. Let's go right there like that. Boom. But then this one's going to be like this. Yes. It takes a while, a lot of practice to get to a point where shadows and highlights make sense to you. But try it. It's gonna not look right for a long time before it starts to look right. And once it starts to look right, oh, that's it. Everything you draw will have shadows. Everything you draw will be 3-dimensional. And it's just drawing with the pencil. I'm just sitting here drawing with a pencil. This is what I like about Fresco. Yes, says Paloma. You are a comic book character, or do you look at people's faces like that would be a cool cartoon? My wife, she tells me too. Not not in a bad way, but like, look at him. That's a comic book character. You should draw them. I'm like, babe, what are you talking about? I already got too much stuff to draw. Don't give me more ideas. I already got a long list. And Sam says, for sure, sometimes I want to take a snapshot to draw people later, but I don't want to be weird. Yeah. I just try to remember their general head shape. Yes. Usually there's 1 or 2 features that catch your eye. Correct. That's true. But yeah, you don't want to be the weirdo. Be like, what are you talking about? Kind of sneakily take a picture of them. And then they see themselves on somewhere on the internet. Like, oh, that's that person who took my picture. What the? Okay, so there is a detail that I wanted to do on all of these back pieces, and I didn't do it. So here's how we do this, right? Get the eraser. And look. This is how we do it. Boom. This is how we do it. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that. I added, I took away from it. And it gave me another little bit of detail here. Let's get the taper, and then go like this. Look at that. Oh, bam. Same here. Let's go like that. Oops, not there. I don't like that. Let's go this one. Make it round. Got it. I got it. Okay, get the. Oh. And then we're gonna. Oh, I already did that. Did I do that? Yes, I did that. Did I do that? Let me see this one. Yep, there it is. Yeah, we're cool. Because if I mess with it, it's going to mess with my fish net. Okay, so here I didn't add to this one. There it is. Let's add a little bit more. There we go. And it should actually have like some designs, right? Yeah, kind of jumping all over the place because I'm running out of time. How much time we got? Oh, man, that's it. All right, so I wanted to throw this into Illustrator and add some gradients, but you're gonna have to catch that on my Instagram when I post about it, because I wanted to throw the gradients in here so you can see. Maybe we got 2 minutes. We got a couple minutes. Okay. Okay, not gonna leave you hanging. Hold on. Here we go. Let's just do another line right there. Look at that. Yeah. There it is. Yes, sir. Just like that. Yes. Okay, let's go like this. And this gotta get shaded in. And then we'll shade that in a little bit. And then bam. And do we have color? Yeah, we're good there. And finally, some color or shading on the pumpkin. And we should have a highlight and everything going on here, but it's all good. It's all good. And let's go like this. Look, boom, bam. Let's fill that in. And then we're going to fill the back part of that sketchbook. And then we're going to open this in Illustrator. So on the top right corner of Adobe Fresco, we have the export function. I probably go like this. Bam. Let's go like that. Here we go. And let's go like this. Just kind of scribbling now. Kind of scribbling. Let's go. Let's go. Imagine if you were like trying to save the world, and they say you need to draw a drawing. What is that? Like that Rick and Morty? Show me what you got. Okay, how much time is it? That's it. All right, let's go. We got 1 minute. Open a copy, Illustrator desktop, and now I'm gonna switch screens. Show me what you got. Document sent, and that is my display monitor. And now let's take a look at it. Thank you for the stream, says Pixie Pew. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I appreciate you. There it goes. Adobe Illustrator. Oh, it's popping up on that computer too. I don't need to see that. But let's go. Bam. Oh my gosh. There it is. Control-0. Look at that. And so I can still play with it some more. And the one thing I want to do is grab one of those shaders, shadow right there, and do a gradient. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Talk to y'all later. Peace.